Hello everybody, it's your boy Khoi. I have a confession. Sometimes I have these very evil thoughts, these very dark thoughts in my head. And sometimes I like to entertain the idea that I am capable of carrying out such things. As you all know, I'm a very big introvert, and part of that involves sitting down, conversing, and reasoning with my shadow self. Sometimes, man, these thoughts come to me not under my own volition, but I do acknowledge their presence and I do lean into them sometimes. What do I mean by this? Yesterday, I contacted a guy online to buy a product, and when I got there, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding, and we sort of got into a little bit of an argument, and I've already transferred him the money through his bank account. I demanded that I get my refund back, but he just laughed in my face and told me that if I don't leave his house, he's gonna call the police. And there was his girlfriend in the living room. She came out, and then there was a little bit of a argument going on between me, him, and his missus, and eventually the police did turn up, and he just told me to get out of the house. I didn't want to get involved with the police because I've ran into them a few times in the past, not because I did anything wrong, but because of my suicide attempts and stuff like that. So I didn't want to get involved with them, so I just went out. When the police got to the door, I just told them, I have no idea what is going on. Please let me go. And that's what I did. I didn't hang around any longer, I just left. Before I got home though, I pulled over and I gave the guy a call again. I said, I apologize. I don't know what it is. I don't know why there's this misunderstanding, but I just want to say I apologize first. Could you please just transfer back me my money? And then we'll forget about all of this. What he did next really infuriates me. He said, I was trying to basically rape his girlfriend and said that she was underage. I don't know how he came up with such accusation, and I don't even want to question it, because the more I realize, the more I get involved with these people, the more it's gonna bite me in the ass. I already got to their house, I already paid them, the police obviously got involved, so I think these people, they are already living life on the edge. So when he did that to me, and he said, you're not gonna get your money back, I got so pissed off. There were a little bit of insulting going on, a little bit of threatening going on. Yeah, I just said to him, look, I'm just gonna accept my loss and move on. I'm not gonna see you ever again. Goodbye. And then I hung up. When I got home, this feeling of anger, of hatred was so high. I began to search up this guy's profile on Facebook and then search his name on the internet, and my intuition was right. What I had perceived him to be was that of a criminal. And it's true. When I search up his name is all over the internet. He did all these things and he got arrested and stuff like that. And I also searched up his girlfriend's name, and I was not surprised. They were both involved in crime. So I told myself, thank God I got out of that mess. I didn't want to be involved with these people anymore. But then I couldn't let that go. I couldn't accept my loss. It was not a big amount of money. They obviously needed it more than me. And judging by the way they live, their house, and how the police are always around the corner of their lives, I figured they probably need the money more than me, so I accepted it as a loss. But then I could not get myself out of this rut, out of this dark place, and I began fantasizing about revenge. I'm not a very vengeful person, but I don't know what it is about last night that got me really worked up. And I was thinking about revenge, putting their names up on Facebook, driving by their house, setting stuff like that, really messed up stuff. And the more I leaned into those thoughts, the more I became lethal, I guess. My blood was boiling. I want to take you guys back to when I was in high school. When I was 16 or 15 rather, I watched a lot of porn, and not just the vanilla stuff, like really extreme stuff. At one point, my porn consumption habit was so messed up. I became such a deprived person. I became very disturbed. I started to watch really extreme stuff, let's put it that way. Stuff involving blood, stuff involving people getting hurt. I don't know what it is about the internet. It is illegal to not report a crime, but it is totally legal to watch someone committing a crime. Back then, when I was a teenager, because my mind was so fucked up, because I was so used to watching all these extreme porn, the crossover to these violent videos was easy. I actually enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed watching. It was like a sport to me. Yesterday, amidst all of this anger, hatred, desire for revenge, I told myself, I'm gonna watch those videos again. I'm gonna get worked up and I'm gonna do something. That was my motivation for doing it. I told myself that if I watch these videos, I'm gonna get in that right mindset to carry out these things. And I really entertained those thoughts and I gave in. So as I was laying in my bed, I searched up these websites again and I began watching videos of people getting by war criminals, ISIS, Islamic terrorism, babies being born with birth defects, drug cartels, gangsters, really messed up stuff. And the whole time that I was watching it, I couldn't stay still. I was fidgeting, I was shaking, I was sweating. My heart rate went up. It would have been up to like 150 or 200. Like I could feel my chest hurting because of my heart was beating so fast. This was not the same sort of excitement or thrill that I got out of watching horror movies. Even when I was a teenager, when I watched these videos, I did not get the same response. That got me thinking. My conscience kicked in and I told myself, why are you doing this? Why are you entertaining these thoughts? Why are you entertaining the thought that you will get some sort of satisfaction from exacting revenge on other human beings? I could not bring myself to watch those videos any further. I immediately closed my browser and I went to sleep. You guys, I'm telling you, you cannot right a wrong by doing more wrong. It's common sense. Like if you want peace between both parties, you cannot declare war with the other party. If you want peace, and I wanted peace. And for those of you who voluntarily watch these videos and voluntarily getting into these dark states and entertain these thoughts of revenge, you're committing self-harm. Because when you watch these videos, you're putting your mind in a state of fear, of distrust. Your mind doesn't know reality from fantasy. And the more you entertain these thoughts, the more you consume these types of content, the more you're gonna put yourself in that state of fear.
Watch the best gore. Best gore is like all these videos of the terrible things happening in the world. People getting their heads chopped off, or like drug cartels chopping people up with chainsaws, or people getting shot in the face and all that kind of stuff. I watch all these things, and I don't watch them some kind of sicko. I watch them to try and desensitize myself. Because imagine one day you're sitting in Paris, you're sitting there having a fucking coffee, and terrorists roll through with AKs, and the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like, waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, I've seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive in, take one terrorist out, next get the AK, go Rambo, take out all of fucking Pakistan with a Jeep. I don't play games.
Your blood pressure is gonna go up, your heart rate is gonna go up, cortisol will flood your bloodstream. All these stress markers, over time, will cause some serious damage to your health. And it doesn't matter if you're only watching it once a day or only for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. The more you do this, the more you're gonna put stress in your body. You're gonna be living in fear. That's what I was doing yesterday. That's what happened last night. I was in fear, I couldn't sleep. This morning I woke up really early. I don't know how I did it back in high school. That was fucked up. I don't know how I did it, but I think when your sympathetic nervous system is activated by watching these videos, when you watch these videos and you feel the need to carry out these things, there's no sympathy. It's just your body telling you that you need to be prepared for potential conflict, potential dangers, risks. I think my non-reaction to these videos in the past is indicative of mental health issues. It's not that these videos will cause you to become a psychopath or a sociopath or a serial killer. It's more that the fact that you're seeking out these videos, you're watching these videos and you're not really reacting to these videos, that says you have an underlying mental health illness. And that's why you're not reacting to these videos. And I'm glad that I reacted to these videos last night. I'm glad that I felt really sick to my stomach. The thoughts of revenging escaped my mind instantly. I think I still have some sort of sympathy, empathy for those people, because even though they've done me wrong, clearly, they've stolen my money, they've insulted me. I just got framed, really. I just got framed as being an intruder, a rapist or whatever. I feel sorry for those people, really. They need the money more than me. And they can have it. That's okay. I don't know why I watched those videos, but I'm not happy that I watched those videos. Don't give in to your dark side. Talk to your dark side, but don't let it control you. That's all I want to say. I hope you're doing well out there. Stay strong, and God bless as always. Please pray for me. I'll be praying for you all.